Good morning. Today we are going to discuss self-reliant economy or Atmanirbhar Bharat, the current economic challenges faced by our country and how to ensure Atmanirbhar Bharat in the current scenario. Coming on to the current economic challenges faced by our country, the first challenge is the supply chain disruptions due to lockdown. This has led to supply side contractions as well as demand side contraction, leading to GDP contractions. The second is the slowdown in the demand as evident by low private final consumption expenditure. Okay, the consumption demand of other sectors like agriculture, small manufacturing, self-employment is also stagnant because of low income growth. The third challenge is the investment slowdown, which is affecting industries, it is affecting employment, income, and demand. So we can see the current economic challenge is that the demand is low and also the investment is also low. So this is the current economic challenge faced by our country. Now, looking at the advantages for India in the current scenario, the first advantage is that all other manufacturing giants are aging. Example Japan, European Union, US, China, South Korea. Because of aging population, it has forced them to move out of labor intensive manufacturing. Okay, so there is a space which is being created and which is taken up by countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam, Mexico, and we have an opportunity now. We also need to fill in the space. The second advantage is that China in the current scenario has lost advantage because of rising wages or strict environmental regulation, increased cost in production, and also uncertainties like US China frictions. So these are the advantages for India. Now, what are the steps needed for a self-reliant economy, or how we can ensure an Atmanirbhar Bharat in current scenario? The first, looking at agriculture, we need to shift from a grain-based farming to cash crops, horticulture, and livestock. Looking at China's 1970s experience of agriculture reform. China 1970 experience was that it does reforms in agriculture. With the reforms in agriculture, there was increased rural income, and with increased in rural income, it leads to demand for labor-intensive industrial goods. So it was there was reforms in agriculture. Agriculture reforms leads to increased in rural income, and now because of increased rural income it leads to increased demand for industrial goods, increased demand for industrial goods. So we could also follow the same strategy. We need to shift from agriculture to manufacturing, as we know that 17% of GDP is contributed by 45% of the population which are engaged in agriculture. Next, we need to exploit the demographic dividend of 900 million people who are in working age with an average age of 27 years. So we have 900 million working age population. We need to exploit this demographic dividend. Next, we need to create a competitive manufacturing sector. For this, we need to reduce the tariff and non-tariff barriers on imports of inputs and intermediate goods. Okay. Then we need market reforms in which we need to rationalize the punitive land acquisition clauses and also needs to rationalize the labor laws both at the center as well as at the state. Okay. Then the Indian firms need to be part of global value chain as being asserted by Prime Minister Modi as well. And for that we need to ensure free flow of investment so that we can attract MNCs. This will facilitate R&D and branding and also exports. Okay, so it's important to be a part of global value chain. And next we important thing is human capital development. Okay, we can go for vocational training at secondary school level as done by China or Southeast Asian countries. uh, we could learn from them. And so these all steps will help us ensure an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, incentivizing our farmer community, then exploiting the demographic dividend, market reforms, free flow of investment, competitive manufacturing sector, human capital development, etc. Now, what could be the conclusion in questions like this? COVID triggered economic crisis should lead us to create a development model that leads to opportunities for people at the bottom of the pyramid. So this could be one conclusion we can write. A competitive and open economy can ensure Atmanirbhar Bharat. So this is all about self-reliant economy or Atmanirbhar Bharat. And thank you.